everyone, and welcome to another edition of UBTV's News Magazine. This show is brought to you by the University of the Bahamas Communication and Journalism Department. I'm Erin McKenzie.
Our show features campus news, national news, entertainment, health news, and so much more. I'm Jose Etienne.
In campus news, hundreds of UB students, faculty, and alumni flocked to the campus in the early morning to run, walk, and skate.
In an effort to raise money and make the campus more disabled friendly, we have team coverage from Calandra Ferguson and Leah Cooper.
Students, faculty, and alumni took to the streets this month to break a sweat and have some fun. We caught up with some of the volunteers to find out how things were going on their side. We also caught up with a few participants. And at the finish line, participants were instantly rewarded. We also got a few choice words from the university's president about this year's turnout.
After the participants took part in the race, there were awards, food, and drinks for them to enjoy. President Dr. Smith said he's very happy of this year's event turnout and would love to stress a more healthy lifestyle to the students and staff at the university. A few sponsors were also present at the event to show their support to the university.
In other campus news, following the recent fee hike for all new students this coming fall, Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis maintains that tuition will be free for all qualifying students.
Our Berthany McDermott has his comments.
The pending fee hikes at the University of the Bahamas have left some with more questions than answers, particularly considering the government's promise to provide free tuition to all qualifying UB students. Well, Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis assured that come this fall, that's still the case, as well as the commitment made to assist UB's Family Island students.
We understand the stress and strain that they and their family undergo in terms of looking for accommodation. So we made a commitment that we will help our brothers and sisters coming from Family Island, and we provide them with $500 per month to assist them with their lodging. So the commitment that we've made, we will adhere to.
The government said the Prime Minister has also moved to provide free preschool education for Bahamians.
We know that with preschool education, our citizens have great opportunities to become better leaders, to become managers, presidents, etc. So we're providing free preschool education for Bahamians. So we will be known as the government who will provide education from birth to departure.
Now, UB's fee increases do not impact students currently enrolled and continuing students. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Berthany McDermott.
In campus news, I'm here with Mr. Colin Major, an academic counselor for the university. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, there are rumors that there's going to be 5 graduations happening this year. What is the situation now?
There will only be one graduation in New Providence and one at UB North. The graduation in New Providence will take place on Thursday, May 23rd at 4 p.m. at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. And then in Grand Bahama, it will be on Tuesday, May 28th at the Alakaya.
How is graduation going to be different this year rather than last year?
Well, every year we have a new set of graduates. We have a different speaker, and that makes it exciting. The graduates sat in the bleachers last year. We're going to bring them back on the ground floor on the track, which is better for the graduates and for those who are watching the event, because the processional will also be different. Everyone will be able to see the graduates as they process in. And it's a beautiful sight to see them coming in and going to their seats. And then we have a speaker, a Bahamian female, who is maybe the first Bahamian neurosurgeon, is a female at the University of Texas. And she is the daughter of Dr. Sparkman Ferguson. He is a well-known dentist here and organist. And so we're excited about what she will bring to the table, and we look forward to what she will say to our graduates. In Grand Bahama, our commencement speaker there will be our Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Turnquest, and the Honorable Turnquest, and so we look forward to him doing the commencement address down in Grand Bahama.
Okay. So what is the plan for UB North and their graduation?
Well, UB North normally have several different events similar to Nassau. This year, we will not only have the commencement, we'll have the baccalaureate, which we always have, and then we also have the teachers commissioning. But I think this year we're adding the nurses pinning. And so nurses from Grand Bahama will be able to be pinned and graduate from the northern campus. In New Providence, the Monday, the 21st, we will have the award ceremony, and then the evening at 6 p.m. at Bahamas Harvest. Out east, we will have the baccalaureate service. And then on the Tuesday morning, the 22nd, we will have the teachers commissioning. And then on the Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, we will have the nurses pinning. And then commencement in the afternoon on Thursday, the 23rd. So we actually have 4 days of events.
Okay, so how many students are graduating between the two campuses this year?
I believe the estimates are about 658 altogether. It's a little less than we've had before, but it doesn't matter the number. The fact is that it's an exciting time for our graduates, and that's the reason why we exist, to help our students fulfill their dreams and to graduate.
Okay, so what advice would you give to the students and guests coming to the ceremony to make their experience a little bit better?
Well, you want to, first of all, dress comfortably, wear the right kind of attire that'll keep you cool, wear the appropriate shoes, because if you don't wear the appropriate shoes, you won't be allowed on the track. It's a very expensive track. And so they need to wear, I think it's the wedge heel shoes, no spike heels, or you won't be allowed on the track. And also I'd like to ask the graduates to be there by 2:30, because we need to line them up properly and make sure that the procession and everything runs smoothly. So get there early enough, about 2:30. And then for your parents and guests, ask them to remember that there is the school traffic that they'll have to worry about. So tell them to leave home early and get there as well so they can have parking. We have enough spaces for them to park, and also in terms of seating for the guests, we have the entire stadium. So there won't be any problem in terms of finding a spot for your guests, invited guests.
In local news, don't you love supporting a good cause? The Red Cross held its annual fair at Clifford Park.
The event was filled with tasty local cuisine and good old Bahamian music. Our reporter, Andrea Darvel, was on the grounds of the fair. Here's more on that story.
The 78th Annual Red Cross Fair kicked off at its new location on the Clifford Park. Bahamians came out in droves to support organizations and partake in the activities. There was zip lining, a carousel, animal zoo, and so much more. The crowd was entertained by rhythm and youth, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Band, and the winners of this year's music project, Queen's College. Attendees expressed how much they were enjoying the festivities.
The food is good, the atmosphere is great.
And it's fun. You can come and enjoy yourself, have some food, have some drinks, and bring the kids too to have some fun.
Civic organizations partner along with the Red Cross to volunteer their service. Among those organizations are the Scotiabank and the Rotary Club of the Bahamas.
Well, the Rotary Club of the Bahamas and by extension, Rotary Club of Nassau Sunrise, all of our clubs, the mandate is to provide service and give service to the community. So it was like zero for us to come out here and assist with the Red Cross. Even with this new format, our club decided that we were going to just volunteer our time.
Scotiabank has been in the Bahamas for 60 plus years, and a lion's share of that has been supporting the Red Cross. So every year we continue to really try to do our part to support the Red Cross as much as possible, whether it's through the Red Cross Fair or through supporting their Red Cross Ball.
The Red Cross Fair has done it bigger and better than ever before. Reporting for you from the Clifford Park, I'm Andrea Darvel for UBTV News Magazine.
In national news, the Bahamas entered a $30 million loan agreement with the Inter-American Development Bank. Here's Berthany McDermott with that story.
The government secured the funding needed to advance two big projects. A $30 million loan agreement with the Inter-American Development Bank will be used for digital transformation and natural disasters. In the case of the former, the government's looking to strengthen its competitiveness by modernizing and digitalizing the public services. According to Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis, the loan will be also used to streamline and place government procedures online. In this case, a once-only policy will also be implemented. That's to say, when one government agency has a piece of document, the very same document will be made available to other government agencies.
No longer will the Passport Office or Ministry of Public Service ask for your birth certificate, and I'm in trouble. I don't have that. I was never recorded, so you can imagine the issues. You're not have to ask for your birth certificate or marriage certificate. Citizens and residents will only need to carry one card, which will likely be a modified version of the NID card. This will be an electronic identification with a digital signature instead of passport, driver's license, or whatever.
Dr. Minnis added that a pilot program is in the works for the renewal of passports and driver's licenses and the verification of birth certificates, affidavits, and police certificates.
The pilot will be the first to digitally connect these ministries, and the information will be shared digitally. Once fully implemented, Bahamians should be able to fully and securely apply online for these services without physically providing birth certificates, marriage certificates, and police certificates. Yes, that means no more long lines at the passport office.
As for the second loan, the contingent loan for natural disasters, this will assist the Bahamas in preparing for natural disasters, minimizing the potential for loss of life and damages to property.
We must maximize our ability to recover as quickly as possible in order to quickly get our communities and our economy back on track following catastrophic events. A key part of any readiness plan is to have access to resources as quickly as possible to speed up response and recovery efforts.
Now, the Prime Minister could not say when the changes the loan is expected to bring will kick in. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Berthany McDermott.
In business news, the beauty industry in the Bahamas is transforming and booming.
The Bahamas BeautyCon held its exclusive event at the British Colonial Hotel. Jayandra Johnson tells us more.
It's all about beauty at the Bahamas BeautyCon exclusive pop-up shop. Over 25 plus local vendors, free samples, giveaways, and mimosas. The beauty industry isn't just makeup, but hair as well.
The name of my business is Hair Divine 242. I offer 100% virgin hair and many different textures, such as Jerry curly, Indian curly, body wave, loose wave, exotic wave.
So what I do, I'm an esthetician, which means I give facials. So I go to a person's home, I give them a shoulder massage, neck massage, along with their facial. One of our products are body scrubs. We also do lip scrubs, and the purpose of those are to basically get rid of dead skin cells.
The purpose is to bring awareness to a lot of local businesses and help support around a lot of local businesses in Nassau.
Reporting from the Hilton Hotel at the Bahamas BeautyCon exclusive pop-up shop, I'm Jayandra Johnson, and I'm about to receive a massage from the Velocity Wellness booth.
As spring approaches, UB's music ensemble held a 2-day fundraising concert at the Lutheran Church of Nassau.
Our reporter Andrea Davel was there for the spring concert, a very harmonious event.
It was an evening in spring as UB Music Ensemble serenaded the audience with classical, sacred, and bohemian music in a variety of genres. The UB Concert Band, Pop Band, and Concert Choir came together for 2 nights of a great performance under the directorship of Christian Justelin and Paul Jones. Friends, family, and lovers of music was given a concert to remember. Ensemble members shared their experience being in the concert.
Experience with UB's concert choir has kind of been a transformative thing. I've been in the choir for 6 years now, so a little bit longer than most of my choir mates, but I'm still holding pretty strong. It kind of shapes you into a different individual. It helps you to develop discipline. It helps you to develop teamwork skills and different things like that.
I can honestly say that it's been a wonderful experience. At first, it was kind of scary being in a large group and then having to sing with everyone else, and memorizing. But as I went on, it got better.
It's been an enjoyable experience. I love how we prep for our songs and also the songs that we learn.
This is my first semester. It's actually my first semester being in UB, so it's a good experience overall. I love being in the choir because I love singing and I love music.
Why it's so important for locals and the UB family to support the concert.
Extremely important, because this is the next generation of music makers for this country, and they've been working all year, and we need the support of both the university itself and locals in the community to come out and enjoy this music and celebrate with us. The funds that we raise this evening go to help the groups as they travel to other parts of the country or to other parts of the world representing the university. So every dollar will go toward those purposes.
Some would say the voice of the angels filled this place as the University of the Bahamas Concert Band, Pop Band, and Concert Choir sang their hearts out. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Andrea Davel.
St. Anne's School held their annual art exhibition to showcase the masterpieces done by their senior art students. Here's Annalise Thompson painting that picture.
St. Anne's senior students held an art exhibition in the Lauder Gallery at the New Providence Community Center on Blake Road under the theme, Surge, a Wave of Emotions.
Then we come up with a theme which relates to everyone's work. And what I've found as a theme that went through all their work was emotion. They're very emotional at senior adolescent age. They're going through a lot of things personally. And so that comes out a lot in their style and in their work.
From a very young age, knowing what each part of the flag meant it always did something to me. Knowing that the yellow was that bright sun that hangs over us every day, the blue, the beautiful oceans we share with the world, and the strength of its people. All of that was so inspirational to me that I had to.
Noelle Seymour, 10th grader, explains how important an art exhibition is to her.
Important because I feel as if it builds up the courage in art students. Because for me, before an art show, I thought art was only a painting. I thought art was only a hobby. I couldn't go that far with it. And when Miss George put my paintings on display, I realized, wow, like
the pieces are for the artists. All of the percentage goes to the artist.
Reporting for UBTV, I'm Annalise Thompson.
In other arts and entertainment news, who doesn't love a good play?
I know I do. Our reporter Lauren Ashley Turner decided to enjoy a night of comedy and drama at the play At the Funeral. Let's take a look.
On Saturday, April 6, J&G Productions hosted a play called At the Funeral that highlighted the comedy and drama of a Bahamian funeral. Producer, writer, and director Jareel N. Gold sat down earlier in an interview with Behind the Scenes 242 to explain his inspiration for the play.
Funny story, backstory. I visited a local funeral. I know it's supposed to be a sad occasion, but I was laughing through the whole funeral based on all of the characters. They had somebody that prayed, somebody that was given as I knew him. This particular production has a lot of drama.
Like Gould stated, the play was a belly laugh indeed.
The show was so hilarious. I think one of the things that I appreciated about it, I'm sure everyone has been to a typical Bahamian funeral, and what I think the play highlighted was some of the scenes, some of the things that you experience at a typical Bahamian funeral. You know,
he had a good storyline. The cast was amazing. They had a lot of energy.
So did you have a favorite character, someone that stood out the most to you?
I certainly did. Minister Deacon Tessa. I love her personality. I love her energy. I love the fact that she was just real.
To be quite honest with you, the experience was short, quick, and sweet. We had less than a month to practice for this production.
Being my first production with J&G, this experience has been life-changing. We've only had a very short time to make a great production.
You may have missed this play, but be sure to keep an eye out for more from J&G Productions. And if you want to see more from the interview with Jareel, check out Behind the Scenes 242 on Facebook. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Lauren Ashley Turner.
For 5 years, Bahamas Carnival has been dancing to the beat of soca in the streets during the month of May.
Find out how Enigma Carnival Band is preparing for this carnival season. Our Talia Clark has more.
Hey everyone, I'm here at the Enigma store, and as carnival season fastly approaches us, Enigma Carnival Band is ready for the road. Come with me to get the details of this experience of a lifetime.
You give me something I crave, oh, I really need you too. I really wanna feel great now, so let me have my way now. No one ever gonna leave, cause I'm so invested in you.
Enigma is the spirit of music, magic, color, passion, fashion, and freedom. So I stopped by the costume store to speak to one of the persons that spearheads the carnival band.
Enigma started as really an experiment. A few years ago, but 5 years ago to be exact, the government decided that they wanted to introduce carnival to the Bahamas. So I was sitting down thinking, called a few friends of mine, said, man, listen, government got this carnival thing they're shooting around, something, let's try this, right? Let's try it. So a few of us got together. We started to experiment with what we would want to do, what type of band we want to create. And we came up with this Enigma, because Enigma is a mystery, it's a puzzle, it's that kind of thing, and that has been the driving force for our band from day one. Well, I'm actually one of the founders of Enigma, so really we have a team of professionals, right? We have people who are responsible for certain sections of the group, right? And they do what's necessary to make that section run. I operate on, I guess what we'll call it our executive team, because we are the ones who actually who oversee everything, and we work with our team leaders to create the vision that we want, and they go out and they help us to execute it. We are the party band. That's definitely what we are. And even if you look at what we do on the road, you find all the other bands, they line up in sections. You know, if you're in this, if you're wearing pink, all of you got to go and got to march here. If you're in green, all of you got to stay together. If you're in white, you all have to stay together. But in Enigma, we don't care about that. We say, come and party with your friends. So we get together and you get in the road and you have a party. We about creating memorable experiences, positive experiences that people remember for the rest of their lives. People say, oh, well, how much is this costume? We don't have any costumes for sale. We have experiences for sale.
When you put imagination plus style and desire together, you get Enigma. There's a variety of experiences still available, and one of the band members tells us a little bit more of how we can get involved.
Tremendous. It's going crazy. People coming in every day, every single day. People coming in. Oh, we love the costumes. We saw them Instagram, Facebook, and they love them. It's been going crazy. Super busy. The first section that they turn to would be Spellbound. When I tell you, this piece right here is from Spellbound. When I tell you that this is the most popular section, listen to me, all the gals. Oh, listen, they love it. They love the colors, because you know when you hear Carnival, you think of colors, you think of vibrance. And so this is what they get in that section, and this is what they ask for, that and Enchanted. Two most popular. We have a site online, it's called enigmacarnival.com. You can go on our Instagram page, that's Enigma Carnival. And then here, like I said, the Mario's Bowling Alley, we are right here all the time, every day except Sundays, but every other day we're always in here.
So there you have it, folks. Come party with your friends the Enigma way. Reporting for UBTV, I'm Italia Clark.
That wraps up this month of UBTV News Magazine. There's a lot happening on and off campus, so stay in touch by tuning in each month.
That's right, Ariel. Our show is for all Bahamians, not just students. So if you have any questions, comments, and/or story ideas, email us at ubtvradio@ub.edu.bs.
And don't forget, if you want a great education, come to the University of the Bahamas. You won't be disappointed. I'm Mary McKenzie.
And I'm Jose Etienne. We would like to thank our Professor Winston Mitchell for his guidance over the past 3 years. You will truly be missed by all.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.